Welcome to another edition of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belfin, a wannabe comedian. I'm going to have to apologise if you can hear flies buzzing in the background. It's because I've had the door open and I forgot, because I'm still in Kent, still looking after my baby Jeremy, and I'd forgotten just what an attraction cat food can be to the old flies. So they are getting on my nerves. No sooner have you swatted one, there's another one pops up. Anyway, that aside, I have been recognised. You wait all your life and then finally you get recognised. I have made the top 35 best London funny and comedy podcasts. I just got an email out of the blue. I get quite a few of these things, particularly about my website, telling me how they can help me. But this one, I checked it out and I don't really understand what the angle is. I mean, they're obviously trying to sell me something. I read the criteria. There is actually criteria for selecting the 35, but they just seem to be pulling lists together of all sorts of things. But the criteria for this podcast, or the criteria to make this list, is ranking is based on expertise and credibility, content quality and relevance, longevity and consistency, and audience engagement. So I'm guessing that I've probably made it in because of the longevity and potentially consistency. So anyway, I'm quite pleased with myself. It suggests that there's a research team that does extensive research on Google and podcast search tools to discover new shows. So there you are. I think, in fact, let me just remind myself what he said in the email. He just said, we'd be grateful if you'd help us spread the word by briefly mentioning about the top 35 London funny and comedy podcast lists in your up and coming post. So there you are. I have mentioned it. I will put a link to the blog in the notes of this show. There you go. I've gone one better. But it is nice seeing me amongst some of the greats. I mean, I actually recognise quite a few of these podcasts. One of which is the Comedian's Comedian podcast, which is very good. And I was only listening to one yesterday, which was a long time coming. I listened to the one with Jeff Innocent, who is a comedian that I have done courses with previously. And I'll let you into a little secret. I'm doing another one with him, which is why I was listening to his podcast, because he said it as homework, basically. Anyway, that's enough of that. Do you want to hear, this whole podcast is just copied from elsewhere. Would you like to hear top 10 jokes from Edinburgh Fringe, presumably so far, because I'm sure there'll be some good ones coming up. They are, and you'll have to forgive me for some of the pronunciation of the names. I'm not very good. We've established that, I think, in past podcasts. Olaf Falafel. Getting mythology wrong is my Hercules ankle. Layla Navabi. I have an unconscious bias. I'm biased firmly towards being unconscious. Yeah, that was good, that one. Sakisa. I know her as Twix, and she's a great comedian, and she's been on Live at the Apollo, and she hosts down at Comedy Virgins regularly, and she's fabulous. Anyway, her joke, cats are like strippers. They sit on your lap and make you think they love you. Very true. Liz Gutterbock. The UK is so small, they've got to keep all of their lakes in one district. I like that one. That's smart. I like that. Richard Stott. I have a sun tanning addiction, so only go on holiday in winter. I went cold turkey last year. I like that one. Ginny Hogan. Everyone says your 20s are all about finding yourself. If that's true, your 30s are about wishing you'd found somebody else. Alison Spittle. What does Kylie sing while counting sheep? I can't get you out of my head. Yeah, bit punny. Eric Rushton. There's a lot of shame surrounding sex. After I have sex with someone, they often whisper, that's a shame. Guan Wen Huang. Oh my God, I've probably done that name a total disservice, but you know. My relationship with my mum is like the evolution of payment technology. We went from physical contact to electronic only, and then it was contactless. And And lastly, Amos Gill. Last year I had a great joke about inflation, but it's hardly worth it now. So there you are, top 10 jokes from the Edinburgh Fringe. Much love and gratitude.